Hi everyone, this is Mary coming to you from my crop room once again, and I want to share with you our July page kit, which is going to be called Is Stitched Together, and this is the layout you'll be doing this month. This is page 1 and this is page 2. Now you'll have your written directions on how you're going to cut your strips. I'm mostly going to just show you kind of the little intricacies of the page itself. I did explain it in the instructions, but I'm not sure it will be as clear as it should be. So, without further ado, on this page, you're going to start with your thinner sapphire strip. The 7-inch piece goes on this page, and the 7-inch pieces go on this page, and this is the thin one, and it butts up against this one, and it's about I told you in there, I think it's 2.5, 2.25 from the top, but you'll see that in your written instructions. And then these little increments in here are 1/2 inch, and it works out pretty good if you do the top one according to your instructions, because then this one just butts up on the end right here. So the most important thing is this, is I started with these first, these strips, and then I went on and put this long strip on this side, and then I put this one in. The photo mats go last, and you can turn them however you want. I mean, there's even space for one here if you like it, and one this way. You can do that however you like, because your photos will be different than what I'll probably use. But I did want to explain the little embellishment corner here. This is actually a PML card, and you're going to trim it out. And notice I did trim out the little ends of the leaves on both sides right here. And that's the only thing that's a PML card here. These are stickers, these 3 pieces here. And the little ladybug is kind of fun. What I did was, I don't know if you can see, I cut her wings right here on this little red edge on both sides, right up to about here where the points come together. And then what I did was I put adhesive, a dimensional adhesive underneath this wing and this wing, and actually I didn't put any under her head because it doesn't even stick down because of the dimensional on the wings. And then what I did was I adhered this little bottom piece first, and then I put my wing pieces on second, because then they pop up, and then it actually pops the top of the head too. So that was kind of a fun little way to make her look like she was flying. This one is just adhered down solid. This one is pop dotted. And how I do the pop dotting thing when I have a sticker, it's kind of a fun little process. You take your sticker. I'll just use one of my other ones that I have on the sheet left over. So if I had this one right here and I wanted to do this, I would take my adhesive. I usually, on a smaller piece, I would use the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, because they work really well. And I just lay them on there where I want them, like so. You can see it's still sticky. And then I take my little embossing friend here. You can use any kind of talcum powder, cornstarch, baby powder. A lot of people have powdering kits, but I think this works just as well. And then I just kind of give it a little pounce on there. And you'll see it'll stick to it, but it'll take the sticky off the part that you don't want to stick. And you'll see that it's all not sticky. And then after that, that's when I remove the paper from the back of my dimensionals, because you want your dimensionals to stick. So then that's how you do that. That's a simple technique, but it's very effective on some things. And that's what I did here, because I didn't want the edges to stick down. I wanted them to stay up on that. So I put my dimensional stuff underneath, and then I powdered it, and then I took the backing off and laid it on there. And you can see it's laid about the middle of, kind of a little over the door and kind of in the middle. And that, and then I used the buttons. I used glue dots on the buttons and on the sequins. So I put a sequin there, a sequin there, a sequin there, and then just some scattered ones here, and a couple of those nice little buttons. I liked them. They were very cute. So that was page 1. On page 2, very simple, the same kind of concept, only you start with the dotted one at the top this time. right at the top. This one we did not start at the top. See, we have plain white space. And then the same order all the way down. And 1/2 inch. Now here is the other strip that goes down right next to it, right along the edges of that. And then this little polka dotted piece right here kind of goes over the edge. And for me, because of the way my paper was cut, I had this line in my paper. So I kind of just lined it up on that line so it looked okay. If I had done it off there, it would have looked funny. If I'd done it over more, it looked funny. So I just lined it up right on. Now, chances are when you cut your paper, it's not going to look the same as mine, which is all fine. You can just arrange this little piece somewhat that same way. Or turn your piece around so you got the bigger piece and then it doesn't matter. The bigger side of the pattern. And then I put this one up next to it, or you can put this one down first if you think you can figure that out. But I put it down about 1 inch from this piece. That's your other little piece of patchwork. And then on your little title strip, what I did was, see, you can see on the side, I put dimensional here, here, and on this edge, this whole back. Then what I did with this one was, I took the adhesive off the middle of the back of the dimensional on this one, but I actually kind of held it up like this and stuck these two sides down first because they had no dimensional. I kind of wanted it to look like it was waving, and it does. When you see it in person, it does. So this side is up, and the middle is up, but these two sides are adhered down. And you kind of have to do that first or it won't adhere down. You have to do these ones that have to go right on the page first and then work the other pieces. And that's how I did that. The little cluster down here was kind of fun. Again, this is a sticker, this is a sticker, this is a sticker. These are all stickers from your sticker sheet. I started with this piece here first. And I laid it kind of, you'll see on the bottom here, it's over a little ways, probably about 1/2 inch the bottom piece is on the corner. I started in the corner with this piece. And then I adhered this little guy to the back of a petal of this. They're adhered right down together. I put dimensional on the back of the yellow. I put dimensional on all the little petal, every other petal it looks like. This could be stuck down, but it doesn't stick down. I liked it up anyway. So you can put it on all the petals, but this one right here, where is it? Right here is stuck down. So you have the up and down like a flower would be a little bit. That's up to you if you want to be that fussy, but you know me, I like to be fussy. Then I just put this one underneath, this one I tucked under behind, and that was pretty much it other than adding a few sequins. And I actually, oh, this little part, I kind of overlapped them a little bit to make the center. See? And then I added a button with some twine. Now, and these have stickers too. These are 3 little heart stickers, and you can put them like a little journal card. I use that for. And that's that. So that was your layout for July, stitched together. Now I want to share with you a couple of extra ones that I have done. And I want to share with you the ones that I was going to share with you last month because I used Stitch Together for them too. And I'll show you what I did. Remember the workshop kit I mentioned in the last one? I did this one. And that, oh, this is the one, I forgot to tell you, this is the one that I couldn't find before that I did. The one with the 11 and 12. The one that had the 2 sides that had all the small pictures in the center. This is the same idea, only I wanted 4x6s. And I also used flip flaps on this. These are the Tetons again. Jenny Lake actually. It was a beautiful place. It was still frozen. You could see the ice was almost ready to go out. It was very cool. Wished it had been out. It would have been prettier, but it was still pretty. And then this one is not that one. This one is that one right here. This one is 7 and 8 right here. This layout from the workshop kits from National Scrapbook Day. 7 and 8, how I did them. I used the PML cards, and that was 7 and 8. And here's the other one. 5 and 6. There's 5. And there's 6. I loved how they put the square on point like this. It was so much fun. And I didn't want to lose a lot of it, so I kind of changed up the order of the way they did the pictures. See how they did them? I didn't use all this stuff in there necessarily, but I I wanted to accentuate this pretty beautiful paper. I just love that paper, and on the sapphire, it's just stunning. And then these little guys I cut from the Cricut cartridge that goes with the paper pack. They're offering Cricut cartridges now for the paper pack. So if you're interested in those, please do contact me, because there's a specific way to do it so that we get credit, or at least I get credit for the sale. And I can show you how. It's not hard. It's very easy, but there is a certain way to do it so that the consultants get the credit for the sale of that. And actually they have the little oval in there too. That was a Cricut cut. I really liked this paper pack. It was beautiful. So that's it for this month, guys. I'm awaiting my new catalogs as I speak now, but by the time you see these, you will have seen the new catalog. I will give you a quick perusal through it when I get it, but I think it's coming next week. They seem to take forever for those things, which kind of gets me going, but whatever. We'll see it soon, and I'll be sharing it with you. So until then, take care, keep on scrapbooking, and hopefully we can meet soon. Bye-bye.